guys, welcome back to No Catchy Name. It's me, Ella. Today I thought it'd be fun to do like a recap, a roundup, whatever, of the markets I did this past year, 2024. Just how much I made, how much I spent for them, and whether I would do them again or whatever, stuff like that. So anyways, I did 7 markets last year. The first one I did was in March. The last one was in December. Or I said last year, but I meant this year. It's still 2024. This past year is what I meant to say. So I got my information here written down. And I went through and just kind of wrote everything down that relates to it. And yeah, so let's get into it. So first, my first market was March 16th. It was an Easter themed market. It was also a free community egg hunt. Almost a trunk or treat. Totally wrong. So it was 11 to 4. So it was 5 hours. And I paid $50 fee to go there. And I'm pretty sure... No, that wasn't one that me and my sister split. Yeah, that was just crochet. So, my total sales that day were $344, and then after my booth fee and my square fees, which were $605, I came home with $288. So that was a pretty good market. I thought that was pretty good, seeing as how that was especially my second one, because my first one previous to that had been December 2023, and I made like roughly $200 there. So I was happy to make the $344, and just minus the fees, you know. So I thought that was a really good one, and actually I've already signed up for that one this year. This coming year, March 2025, I'm going to be outside though. I'm hoping it doesn't rain. But I thought I'd try doing an outdoor vendor spot for the same market. They are also hoping to get more vendors this year. Last year there was literally like 5 of us. So hopefully this coming one will have more vendors and it'll be a bigger event. So I don't know. I think because there's a playground there, it's at a community center. There's a playground and there's egg hunt, so I think Devin and the kids are going to accompany me, and that'll be the first market I do with the kids. So we'll let you know how that goes when that happens. The second market I did was with my sister. Well, she was with me at the Easter one, but she wasn't selling stuff. This next one she was, I believe. Yeah, she had stickers and stuff. So this was in June. I was on June 8th, and it was just a summer-themed market. It was called... handcraft market or something like that. It was meant to be people who crafted things, and it was from 10 to 4, so it was 6 hours. Its fee was $55, but I paid half of it, so I paid $27.50. My sister paid the other $27.50. My square fees that day were $364, and my total that I brought in was $267, minus those fees was $227. So that wasn't the greatest. There were other crochet booths there, and also I don't know, it just wasn't the market. I don't know if I will do that one again, mostly because it was kind of far away from me, and because there were other crocheters there, I felt like that might have been why I didn't do quite as good, or maybe it's just the products that I had, you know, who knows. There's so many variables. But that is where I met Missy from Missy's Yarniverse, and so that was fun that I got to meet her there, and then later she came to one of my other markets, and now we're already friends. So, and also I told her that she needed to start videos, and along with other people that she was already friends with, and then she started videos. So check her channel out. I'll link it below. But anyways, it was a good market. It's just it wasn't very profitable. Although if you do take out my, you know, I still came home with more money than I went with. So I guess that's still good, you know. But I don't know if I'll do that again. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see what I'm doing in June. I know this coming June I'll be prepping for this next market I'm about to talk about, which I will most definitely be doing. It was one of my best markets, and it went really well. And I'm looking forward to doing it again. So let's switch into that one. This one was July 6th. That was right after 4th of July. But it did have a huge fireworks show at the end of it, and it had all kinds of bouncy houses and stuff. So it was like perfect for families with kids, which is the target audience I'm looking for. So I think that's why this market did so good. It was from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it was 8 hours starting later in the day. Although we had been there from like 11 a.m. because you have to get there and set up and all that stuff. So we were there all day long. I think it was 13 hours total that we were there. So my fee for it was only $50, which I thought was extremely low for the event that it was. And my square fees were $11.54. But my total that I brought in that day was $1,200. Minus the fees was $1,140. So I came home with $1,140 more than I went to the market with. So I thought that one was really good. It was a lot of fun. My stuff was selling like crazy. I almost ran out of stuff. That was the first market where I had everything I had on the table, and it just kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And I think had the market opened sooner that day, I would have probably sold out. But And I wasn't prepared. I still had a lot of worsted weight things. That was before I started really doing just the plushies. So I feel like this coming year, and if I have more smaller things, like a larger quantity of the smaller price things, I think I'll sell them like crazy. So I'm really looking forward to that one this year, and I can't wait to do it and then update you guys and see how it goes. But me and Devin both really enjoyed that. We had a great day together, and it was just a lot of fun to actually make money, a good, a significant amount of money from working so hard on all these amigurumis and stuff. So that one I'll definitely do. That was the Freedom Fest, and I definitely, as soon as they pop up the signups for that, I'm immediately signing up for that because it was a lot of fun, and it was just cool to see so many families enjoying the things that I make. A lot of people came back multiple times, and that's really cool. Alright, the fourth market I did was in October. So I went from July to October without doing any markets. That's mostly because there weren't really many around, that weren't, some of the places around here that host them, I forget what that's called. The host people have really specific and tight rules, and I don't really want to do any of those that have really rigid rules. I like the more lenient markets. So I passed a lot of the summer markets up because of how rigid their rules are. But anyways, the fourth market I did was Liberty Square, which is a big thing here in Sparta, Tennessee. And actually people come from all over the place to visit it. It's called Liberty Square because that's the name of our square in town. But it's the Lester Flatt celebration also. He was a bluegrass musician, and he was from here, so it brings in a lot of bluegrass fans. They play music all day. They have a car show. There's vendors and food, and it's a really big event. It also was only a $50 fee, which I thought was crazy because it's like such a big market. And my square fees that day were $14.30. That was like the biggest square fees I ever spent. But this was also my best market all year. I made $1,565 at this market. Minus my fees, I brought home $1,467. So it was another really fun day. I sold stuff like crazy. I had all my stuff out, and it was getting low and low and low, just like at the Freedom Fest. And so I will definitely be signing up for that one again too. As soon as they pop it up to where you can sign up for it, I will put my name on that list. There were a few other crocheters that day because I seen people walking around with what are those chickens called? Maple chickens, which I don't make. And there was a lady kind of diagonal from me, but she had mostly blankets and like loveys and things. She didn't have like amigurumis. I never got a chance that day to walk around because I was so busy. It was one of those where there was like 6 people all standing there with stuff waiting to purchase it. So we were very busy that day. Those 2 markets for sure I'm doing again. The Freedom Festival and the Liberty Square one, because those were big, popular markets. And I'm looking forward to doing both of those again this year. Alright, my 5th market this year was the Dud. It was a church fall festival that got rained out. It was supposed to be 5 hours long, but we were only there for a total of 3 hours because of the rain. My fee was $40, but they refunded 20 of it because we had to pack up early. My square fee was $1.32, and I sold $99 worth of things a day. Minus the fees, I brought home $97.68. $97.68. So, I mean, I still made a profit that day. It's just, I could have made more profit had it of not rained. And I put a question mark beside that one because I may still do that one this year. I think I might give them another chance because it's not their fault that it rained. So I might, when it pops up, that was in October, so I have plenty of time to worry about that. When they start popping up about it, I may look into it and just, try it again. Maybe this year it won't rain and I'll do better. So I think I will put that one on my book to look back into when it gets closer to time for signups. The 6th one I did was a Christmas market at a elementary school. This was one I went into thinking I wasn't going to make much, and it actually turned out really well. So it was on November 16th, and it was 8 hours. It was from 8 to 4. My fee for it was $40, and my square fees were $1.96. Most of my transactions that day were in cash. So I made a total of $515, which I thought was pretty good for a school market, especially this school because it's out in the middle of nowhere. And I brought home, after fees, $513.04. The reason my my booth fee wasn't in there is because the way I do my taxes and all that stuff, because I have a whole business, it's not just markets, that came out of a different month's totals, so that's why it doesn't show right there. It's a long, complicated thing. I've explained it many times, but anyways, I'm just going to go on because I'm not going to explain it again. So I thought that one did really good. We were there for 8 hours, but it flew by because it was, we were talking to so many people and there's so much things going on. and I was happy with bringing home $500 more than I, had, especially since it was around Christmas time, and it was just nice to have extra money around Christmas time. The last market I did was a Christmas market hosted by a Veterans Museum on December 7th. It was a 7-hour market, 9 to 4. My booth fee for it was $35, and my square fees were $2.64. I only made $164, and after fees, I came home with $126 and some change. That market I did last year, I made less than $200. This past year, 2024, I did it, made less than $200. So going into 2025, I'm not going to sign up for that one. It's just they really don't market it very well at all. They didn't even put the signs up for it until the day before. We were literally driving by when they were out there hanging up the sign for the market. And I seen a few things on Facebook about it, but they didn't have an event page and stuff like that. So I just don't think their marketing is there. And most of the people who came to it were older people, because it is a veterans museum and they do things for veterans, So it just wasn't my target audience. So I think I'm going to not sign up for that one this year and try to find another one in December, or maybe 2 if I get, feisty and think I can do it. I would like to do maybe 2 in November and 1 in December, just prepping up to Christmas, So I don't know, but I don't think I'll be doing that again at all. I'm just gonna, that's not even on my list. So like I said, I did a total of 7 markets in 2024. My total that I made from all of them was $4,154. And then minus the fees, I came home with $3,859. And if you take that total and divide it by 7, it was like $500 each market, which I think is great. I think that's pretty good side hustle. That, going along with my YouTube channel and my Etsy shop, all that lumped together makes a pretty good hunk of change for my family. So I will continue doing markets as long as I can, and along with the Etsy and the YouTube. Like I always said, I'll do it as long as I can, and it's fun and stuff. And the markets are really fun, especially when I get to go with Devin, because we get to hang out all day and just chat, and he's really good at talking to people and talking people into buying things, and he's really good at helping me take the transactions too. He actually mentioned that we should get another square so we can set up on his phone so that he and I can both do transactions at the bigger markets, like the Freedom Festival and the Liberty Square one, that a lot of people are standing there waiting to be serviced, or whatever the word is. So we might do that. He also mentioned maybe getting another canopy, and at the Freedom Festival doing 2 booths, so that we have a much larger area that will take me making more things though. So I don't know if I can do that this year, maybe in the future. But it's really nice to have a supportive spouse when you do anything, and I'm lucky enough to have one who supports me in everything that I do. And yeah, so that was my market totals for 2024. I really enjoyed them. It gets a little hairy sometimes when you're having to prep quickly, like you're running out of time, but it's typically my own fault. I stress my own stuff out. Every market I went to, I had plenty of stuff. I could have done better at the 2 big markets. I had more stuff, but I can remember that this year and start prepping sooner for those. So I'm actually going to start prepping for the 4th of July market in March, once that Easter market is over with. Actually, it's April this year. It's in April 12th, because Easter, it's different. So after that market is when I'm going to start prepping for the Freedom Fest market. So I don't know if I'll do one in between those 2, because if I can get enough stuff made for that Freedom Fest and do as well as I did last year, I should be able to make a big hunk of money right there. That would be great, because we could do Christmas and everything out of that one little hunk of money. Because I love doing Christmas early, so I don't have to stress about it during Christmas. Anyways, that's how my markets went. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I will try to answer them as I can. And if you've been doing markets, let me know how they've been going for you, and if you're going to keep on doing them. I'm going to hop off here, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.